Yep. So I love working out in the garage when it is hot because it just feels super raw. Like I'll be in here sweating like crazy. Um, it'll be super hot. My garage isn't climate controlled, so in the summer usually I have like a small fan. In the winter I'll have like a heater, but the only heaters I have are like they heat just like a small space. They're not like complete room heaters. Plus the garage is like I said, it's not climate controlled, so it leaks air and it lets cold air in and shit like that. So in the winter, definitely taking a more deliberate approach to warming up than I would in the summer, just because my joints are colder. I do a little bit of a warm up usually in the house, and then I come out here and then I'll start gradually increasing the weight. But yeah, I'm gonna take this for like 8 to 10 reps, and then I'm gonna gradually go up until I get to what I want to be my working sets, just so I'm not taking larger jumps and potentially hurting myself due to like cold joints, things like that. So yeah. All right, I am ready to hit the next set. Took about a 2 minute rest. So got 10 that set. Happy with getting 10. I thought I was only going to get 8. So I'm going to shoot for 10 again and see if we can do it. Oh shit. Whew. Whew. That last rep went super deep and it almost did not come up. That was a grinder. But that's what I'm talking about when I say push yourself, push yourself hard. Because I didn't know if I was going to have to drop that thing on the safeties or if it was going to come up. Oh. Alrighty, let's take a rest. Probably a little bit longer, probably like 3 minutes. And then we'll get into the last set. All right, so unfortunately, on that last set, I felt a little bit of a twinge on the outside of my left knee. And I know recently I have injured my left knee. I don't really remember how it was that I did it. But I did recently injure my left knee about 3 months ago, and I felt a twinge in the exact same spot. So for the sake of not getting or not bringing that injury back up, I'm going to cut SSB right there. Had two really solid sets, and I'm happy about those. They're definitely going to go towards keeping the muscle mass that I have built on my legs there. And we're just going to move on to dumbbell Romanians for 2 to 3 sets, and just really try to get a deep stretch on the hamstrings. And from there, we'll see how my knee's feeling. If I can do more quad movements, then I'll probably do more quad movements. If not, then that's just going to be the one quad movement I do. And then I'm going to go from hamstrings dumbbell Romanians to hamstring curls, and then just call it there, finish off with some cardio, and that'll be the workout. All right, so just finished up the first set of Romanians. It felt super good. Before I go into the second set, just wanted to give you guys a pretty good cue, or at least what I think to be a good cue when you're doing Romanians. And it's basically, instead of trying to reach down to the floor, think of it more as you're trying to push your ass back, right? You're trying to hip hinge to get yourself down. So like your plane of movement should be right here, right? Shouldn't really be like you rounding your lower back to get down. It's just a hip hinge as far back as you can possibly hip hinge. And then once you get right there, you'll feel a super deep stretch on your hamstrings if you're doing it right. And then you come back up. And then for me personally, I like to stop just shy of lockout just to keep that constant tension on my hamstrings. We're going to go ahead and get this set. I also like to go about hip width apart on my feet. Oh shit. Whew. Crazy stretch at the bottom on the hamstrings with those. And I'm sure you'll probably notice too, I wasn't coming all the way up to the point of like locking out. And that was just so I can keep the tension on my hamstrings for the entire movement. When you get up to the top and you squeeze your glutes, obviously that brings glutes into it. But if you focus, really have a mind muscle connection with your hamstrings and don't come all the way up, you can keep that constant tension on your hamstrings for the entire movement and make it that much harder. Come on. Shit. Romanian deadlifts, guys and ladies, everyone, they absolutely destroy your hamstrings. So if you are just putting Romanians into your program for the first time, you've never done them, I encourage you to start out on the lower end of volumes for them, because if you do, a higher end volume, right? I don't want to give a specific number, but if you hit these like super, super hard, then there is a high chance that you will not recover for the next 3 to 4 days. And it's going to feel like somebody ripped your hamstrings in half, and they'll be super, super sore. But yeah, so that's another thing I have for hamstring curls. Yeah, or not hamstring curls, sorry, Romanian deadlifts. They're super taxing on your hamstrings. Super good movement. It's just you want to be careful when you first implement them to ensure that you're not, can't walk for the next few days after that. Whew. But yeah, with that being said, 2 sets of 10, good for me. I'm going to move on to hamstring curls, and then we're going to finish off with quad extensions. So I'm also trying to like lean more to the side that's not getting worked. One, just balancing out the weight, but as well, it allows me to get, a deep stretch without my other foot touching the ground. Oh shit. Didn't quite get 15, but reached failure, so that's what we're looking for. Let's do it again. Oh. Whew. Damn. Whew. Definitely got a pretty sick hamstring pump. All right. We are very close to being done. Whew. All right. So I had set the bench over here, the bench that's currently holding up the camera. I had it over here, and I went ahead and went for a set of leg extensions. And thankfully, I did the left leg first, because every couple of reps, I was just getting that little twinge in the side of my knee, and it was bothering me. So I'm just going to go ahead and call legs here. Unfortunately, we didn't hit as much quad volume as I would want to, but I can make up for that on my next leg day. Not really too concerned about it. I hit hamstrings pretty good. They're definitely fatigued. It's kind of hard to pick up my leg and get it to full 90 degrees. Definitely hard to get it higher than that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and call the training session there. For today, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching, staying all the way to the end. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or any of the cues that I gave you, and follow and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Peace.